Hi, my name is Ann Ryan, and I'm currently a senior at Eastern Illinois University, where I study communication studies with a focus in public relations. For my communication research methods class, I chose to study the overall effects of marketing through social media, specifically through Facebook and Twitter. Obviously, this is an important topic to study because of the digital world that we live in today. However, people use these sites for different reasons. They use these sites for personal reasons, entertainment reasons, social reasons. These are the ones that we think of at first because these are the reasons that social media sites were first intended and originally created. However, now more than ever, businesses are noticing the benefits of using these sites for online marketing strategies. The general purpose of this study is to analyze the effects of online marketing through social media. Do people appreciate the availability of business through these sites, or are they even aware of the marketing strategies they are subjected to through the internet? By getting answers to these specific questions, the public will better understand how people feel about online marketing strategies and their specific effects. Perhaps people are aware of the marketing strategies and they are exactly what they want. The automatic two-way communication may be a huge benefit in the consumer's eyes. According to the scholarly journal Companies on Facebook and Twitter, Current Situation in Communication Strategies, social media increases an organization's identity capital, which was written by A.G. Aarti. In other words, it's an investment. It's an investment for the company. This same source goes on to claim that Facebook is ultimately the determinant of businesses' success and failures. For example, fashion companies generate the most business consumer two-way communication through Facebook. Relationships are formed with the organizations in which they invest their time in. Being able to like or comment on these organizations' pages gives them a sense of loyalty and connection. They feel that they can have an actual impact on the companies that they are loyal to. However, you have to take into account that this two-way communication leaves room for failure or simply negative publicity for the company. The second someone posts a negative comment or reads something they don't like about the organization, the company's reputation can suffer. The reputation obviously needs to be looked at all times. The company needs to focus on their identity and how their consumers portray them. Twitter has proven to be a very useful marketing tool. According to author Jay Del Rey, Chief Marketing Officer for the New York Giants, this team was able to get more than 260,000 followers due to utilizing the team's Twitter account. They integrated fans' tweets on the big screen during their home games, as well as they also created and hosted a Q&A, which is a questions and answers night, social media night, before their Super Bowl game. According to that same source, the team now has nearly 2 million fans on Facebook. Again, negative effects can easily come with utilizing Twitter. The company's brand must always strive to be upstanding and true to their brand and their identity. If consumers don't feel that they're getting what the brand stands for, then the reputation is ultimately tarnished. The researcher goes on to explain visual elements of social media accounts. Information provided in previous research done by A.R. James implies that every word processor or website designer has the same means of creating a message. However, it's the consumer that's doing the interpreting of that message. Therefore, the creator needs to keep its target audience in mind at all times and be sensitive to the target audience's wants. The moment the creator of the message messes up the framework, the greater chance the public will be unforgiving and ultimately they'll lose followers. Some people argue that advertisers are manipulative and deceiving. However, based on research, people generally react positively to these strategies. Rather than simply being subjected to products, consumers want to feel as if their personal voices matter. Businesses, in turn, are trying their best to focus on better corporation relationships. Ultimately, a better business-customer relationship, the more beneficial the online marketing strategies will be. My main research question is, what are the overall effects of marketing via social media, specifically Facebook and Twitter? The researcher chose to create and distribute an online survey through Facebook with about 90 participants. The researcher was able to come to a general conclusion of the results provided. This method of study would work best to analyze information because relevant questions can be carefully chosen and then asked of a large population, if you can get a large population. Using several Likert scale questions, participants were able to respond with a degree of response rather than a concrete yes or no, which can be good and bad. However, on the downside, these questions left room for a neutral or undecided style of response, which made it harder for the researcher to analyze considering the topic. Not all people, in fact, unless you're studying communication or marketing, you're not going to be really interested in the effects of online marketing strategies, especially on your social media sites, because as the research has shown, people use it for personal and entertainment reasons. Based on the results of the distributed survey, social media was mainly used for entertainment and personal reasons. Because the population was only 90 to 100 participants, the results are somewhat limited considering the enormous amount of social media users. It's huge and worldwide, so that is a very small population to study considering all of the users. The researcher did not find the independent t-test to be especially useful. However, it was concluded that demographics did not play a key role in the overall findings. When examining frequencies, only 5% of the population claimed to use social media exclusively for informative reasons, which is obviously a smaller percentage. Users don't base their social media use on information overload. However, coincidentally, large amount of all social media accounts include relevant and irrelevant information, whether or not it's true or untrue. In conclusion, participants do not even notice the online marketing strategies they are being subjected to regularly, but they do enjoy the sites for personal and entertainment reasons. For future discussion and research on this topic, researchers could ask many questions regarding marketing through social media sites. An example of a different question that could be asked relates to the specific organizations that people follow. Which companies are especially successful in comparison to those that aren't doing so well in terms of online social media marketing? That would open up a huge room for more information and discussion. Also, obviously, with more participants involved in the study, a better understanding of results, as well as a more accurate recording of participants' engagement in social media would be recorded. Thank you.